They are here in the United Kingdom, a company that we call IMG, International Management Group. Two of their representatives are here. They are right in Oyo with you. They have a permanent representative. Please, can you take stand up for them? IMG is doing a great job. My mandate to them is to take Akpabio to the global community in Gulf. Why is the story different today? Because I used to be like you, and I'm still like you. I used to criticize government a lot. So when I came in, I said I must do all that any government could do so that nobody can criticize me, but I did not know they would still have something to say. And I must tell you, I was also very angry. I have a sister here. Please stand up and just take a bow for them to know. When she lives here, ask her, just in front of her house, if you are going towards a place called Abak, for 27 years there was no access road. But today she has a dualized road. She can go in 10 minutes up and back. And then I sat close to Senator Neti Okono, but I won't call him. The man I would like to call is a man who is very passionate about the development of his immediate environment in Ibiano. He did a lot in the National Assembly for 8 years. He's still a member of the National Assembly. He wanted a road to be constructed for his people, but there was none. To God's glory, the President commissioned Nodo Okoita Ikiddeh road for Ibiano people. On a retirement, take it back. Amen. For those who do not understand, he's saying thank you, and thank you again. I could go on and on and on and on, but I decided to encapsulate the speech I would have made today in the song that things are getting better. People say I'm approaching the development of Akpabio with anger. I'm not angry at past leaders. I'm angry that we should be where we are today. Yes. That is why I don't do road show. I don't do photo show with commissioning of electrification projects. Is it not a shame that in the 21st century there should be a community that had never seen light? But that's what I'm building. I met 2,700 villages, only 1,062 were connected to the national grid. So I told my commissioner that I will not go and take pictures giving light to a community because the whole world will now know that they have never seen light before. That is why I'm angry. That is why I don't sleep. So the first 2 years, we gave 480 villages light. And the people started calling me promise keeper. And I told them, you ain't seen nothing yet. You have a situation where the whole country ridicules you and mimics you in movies. They produce your children as drivers and housemates. Have you found out why? The reason was nothing but education. The difference between the car seat owner and the driver is education. How will I stop that syndrome? Where people felt that the only place to go and pick housemates and houses was your state. So I declared free and compulsory education. I said we have to use education to fight vices in society. And I knew that it was possible for a child to stay without parents. So I decided to sign the Child Rights Protection Law and embellish a provision that makes it compulsory for a child of school age to be in school. Otherwise, the guardian or parent has committed a crime against the state. It is also within that law that we make provision for 10 years imprisonment for any person who stigmatizes a child by calling that child a witch or a wizard. But the international media believes that bad news is good news. We have built a reformation home where children who were stigmatized in the past and thrown away by parents are now being catered for. We have set up a home within the Ministry of Women Affairs where over 650 kids that returned from Gabon and other places that were forced into child prostitution. You will see a child of 10 years returning with a 7-month-old child. I saw it with my eyes. Those children today have uniform and are in school. Nobody will report that. What CNN will report is what witchcraft in Akpabio says, not the efforts of government to curb the practice. Were you not hearing about the witch of Endor? Did you get such things? It is the stage of development of the people that allows certain perceptions to continue to thrive. The witch of Endor, you see Windsor, all sort of things we used to hear about. Those things are no longer in UK and Ireland because of what? Education. So when I became a governor, I said, the 16th president of America, John Adams, had a saying when he became president of America. He said, I will study politics and war so that my children will have the freedom to engage in industry and commerce. And my children must engage in industry and commerce so that their children will have the prosperity to study literature and arts. If we are not through with the war against poverty, with the war against illiteracy, with the war against decayed infrastructure, with the war against absence of basic amenities, then we cannot begin to think of the freedom to engage in industry and commerce. It is only after those things are fought and our children will now engage in industrialization of our private sector, which I'm going to spearhead from the next year. That is the only time that 5 years from today, you can see an Akpabio child using $1 million to buy work of arts. Go around the world, there will be none for today. Am I right or wrong? Go to any auction, you will not see a child from Akpabio paying $10 million for work of arts. Because we haven't reached that level yet. We are still at that first stage of development. So what do I enjoin you today? To think homewards. Think homewards. Begin to see yourself as change agents. Be as angry as I was when I came into office in 2007. People say I've commissioned more than 3,000 rural projects, and I said I'm not yet done. They said you finished over 204 urban roads, I said I'm not yet done. They said you've done federal highways, I said I'm not yet done. They are talking about the flood system, I said I'm not yet done. The president commissioned a hospital in Ikiddeh. For 45 years, ExxonMobil had been operating there, but they had no hospital. I finished a brand new general hospital with quarters for doctors and nurses, under 3 years for them. And I told them I'm not yet done until every local government can have a general hospital. Is it not a shame that you come from a state where women will go, a pregnant woman will go to a church to deliver, and the legs of the child are coming out and she has obstructive labor, and people are praying and asking her, confess your sin, confess your sin, confess your sin. Until the woman will bleed to death. Avoidable death. So you lose both the woman and your unborn child. So out of anger, I declare free medical treatment for all pregnant women. I went for campaign in Oron, and a woman ran to me. I said, I have 5 cripples, and you have only given me 4 wheelchairs. And I turned to her. She doesn't know that polio is an avoidable disease. So I said, we must fight that. So I declared free medical treatment for all children from age 1 to 5 years. Free immunization and free vaccination for all children in your state. And I'm happy to report to you that in the last 2 years, we have not recorded a single incidence of polio in Akpabio.